So, welcome to Friday. This is my second live video, my second Friday live, and and last week was really fun. Thanks for the comments. If you want to ask me questions while I'm talking, just type it in the comments, and I'll answer you. I'd love to interact, and um, yeah, I'd love to interact. So let's do it. The topic of my video today is about pondering the question, what if you are exactly where you should be in your life, in this moment, in the relationship you're in, every piece of your life? What if, in this moment, that's exactly where you should be? How would that feel? How does it feel to live in the present moment of your life? Hmm. And it's good to check in on that. No judgment. Doesn't need to be any judgment. It just is. It is what it is. And when you can allow yourself to view yourself with loving awareness and compassionate curiosity, like that's where the healing can begin. Because imagine if you were trying to get to know a person and you were very judgmental of them and you just didn't let them get past whatever it is you were judging about them. Like that friendship wouldn't go very far. And we tend to do that. We tend to do that to ourselves, right? We judge our past selves. We should be further along. We should be different than we are today. I heard a great thing from someone a while ago. Maybe you've heard this before. Should'ves and would'ves will never do. They only depress me and give me the blues. Because when you hear a should, ask yourself, according to whom? According to who should I do this thing? According to what book? What person? And then you can ask yourself, do I trust this person to give me this kind of direction in my life? And then if not, you get to choose somebody else to get information from. And then you can gather it within yourself and make a decision that's best for you when you want to do it based on your thoughts. So we are so easily controlled and programmed by what we learn as we're growing up. We just are. No fault of anybody. That's just the way it is, right? It's our environment. It's what we learn. And when we become aware of it without shame, without guilt, without embarrassment, we can examine why those things happened, why we did the things we did, why we said the things we did. There's a reason for it. And for us to be able to love ourselves in those moments when the best we had, was hard, was hurtful, and we can figure out why. So today what I want to do is let you know why I think that we are all exactly where we are, and it's the right place because it is the place we are. And then it gives us the chance to choose what we want to do next. And we just have compassion for ourselves as to how we ended up, where we are. That's what I did, and it was super helpful. Very helpful. So, behind, right? I'm behind. I should be doing this. I'm this age. Like, I'm 58 years old. And just this last fall, did I decide to start a business. When I chose myself and chose to end my 22-year marriage in 2017, excuse me, I felt very behind. I had been a stay at home mom for 22 years. And just right before I got married, I finished my master's degree in counseling psychology. Actually, I finished the coursework. It wouldn't be until a year and a half later till I defended it. But for my whole 22 years of marriage, I felt like I needed to do something with that master's degree. I was a stay at home mom, and it just seemed like it was a waste if I didn't do something on top of already the chaotic life that I was able to manage the best I could. But it was always this thing hanging over me that I had this master's degree that I did nothing with, even though I raised 5 children and ran a household and got myself through that. So I used it, just not in the way that I thought. So if there's something that you feel like you're behind, you should be better, you should be different, why aren't you more healed in certain places? And those are fine questions to ask yourself. And then allow yourself, your highest self, to give you that answer. I heard from a wonderful mentor of mine about what procrastination is. And we can choose to look at it any way we want, right? It's laziness, it's avoidance, it's these things. And the way he described it to me was procrastination is, it just means that we're not ready for whatever is coming. Either we don't know enough physically, our body is reacting and we don't go near those things. But procrastination is we're just not ready. And when we're ready to do a thing, we do the thing. And so, again, compassionate curiosity, like, why can I not do the thing, right? All through college, I wrote my papers hours before they were due, that whole thing. I mean, oh my goodness, torture. I know now why I did that. I wasn't confident in my writing skills. I didn't feel like I knew how to be a student. So there is a reason for all the things we do. So wondering how that phrase, where I am is exactly where I need to be, how that can apply to you when it maybe doesn't feel so great. I offer you, the wondering to yourself. How did you get to this place that doesn't feel great? Or stuck in a thing that you're like, I've been here so long, or I have these responsibilities, I can't leave the thing. Like, how do we get stuck? And how do we get out of a stuckness? It's a transition, it's a little death. Every transition is a little death. I mean, every ending is a death. Death is an ending. The transitions are often scary because we don't know what's on the other side, or we don't know what direction, or we don't trust ourselves to know things. Being where we are, understanding that there's an answer for it all, we can, in a very loving way, thank ourselves, all the parts of us, all our emotions, our physical, our mental, emotional, spiritual bodies that got us to this very moment. And we can learn to take the wisdom from the past, teased out from the guilt and, the shame and the shoulds. Take the wisdom and let it flow into our present. And then we walk forward into the future. We are enough in this moment. We are enough. When my friend Lisa died in 2020, in 2020, something that I shared at her celebration of life was that what she and I did our whole lives was try to figure out the right way to live. What's the right way to be? And for the longest time, it was the Christian way, and that's how we learned. And there was a lot of love in all that. And as we got older and started feeling like it wasn't really fitting, how could we be true to ourselves and be true to the Christian thing? And how can we be right? Because we never felt right. And I've come to find out, being with her again at the last breath of her life, like she was absolutely enough. in that moment. She left this world enough and whole. She always was, but she didn't feel that way. So just know you are whole. You are enough. And you just get to peel off all the shit, quite honestly, that has been wrapped up around your true self. We are enough. Mm. And the myth about being behind, it means that somehow there's this goal that we aren't reaching, right? Like, what does success mean? You haven't launched, you haven't done the right things. Like, compared to who? I mean, I feel like competitions, if we're going to have a competition, the playing field should at least be kind of even. Or what's the point of having a competition, right? Hello, my two viewers. I don't know who you are because I don't know how to do this, but say hi if you want to, and I'll say back hi back. And if you don't want to, too, that's all right. I promise I won't call anyone out. But thanks for joining. So, when we're having competition, it seems like it should be a fair competition. And so, all of us in this human experience, it's not really a competition because it's not fair, and it's not fair because none of us are the same as each other. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different knowledge. I mean, what about when we have competitions, we all show up and try our best and be our best self, be a good teammate, do all the stuff. And then, right, we achieve, we can grow in every moment. It's not a competition. When we are all fully ourselves in this experience, it's great. That's when everybody rises, all that stuff, for sure. Mm. Not all parts of us are ready to rise at the same time at all. There's some that just aren't. They know that we have not grown and learned enough to be able to give them what they need, and that's great. Everyone, even all the parts within us, everything will come up at the right time. And we don't even need to be afraid that we'll be overwhelmed by something we're not ready for. Because as I've said, we love us. Our love is us. It loves us. We're all love. And when we ask ourselves to give us knowledge to help us out, it's always offered in love. That's why we give thanks for it and say, thank you so much for communicating with me, heart, and mind and body. So I dance twice a week. I go to a dance practice called NIA, N-I-A. And when I was in Portland, or actually Lake Oswego, Oregon, in 2017, when I decided to choose myself and end my marriage, I had been dancing twice a week. And it's such an expressive dance, and I love to dance. And I was able to cry out my grief of choosing to end my marriage. I danced it out and I cried, and it was beautiful. It was such an accepting place. And I moved away, and I found another beautiful Nia teacher in Minnesota. Lovely, lovely gift to dance with her. And then I came back to Oregon, and I was able to go back and dance with Carol in Lake Oswego. And again, it's been an amazingly beautiful experience to come back once again. And so yesterday I was dancing, and emotion came up. I totally knew I was safe to cry, which I did. And I do that a lot. Emotions are meant to be emoted. And I love emoting them because then energy is moving. I'm free. A thing is gone. It's beautiful. And so as I was dancing, my two friends who have passed away, Robin and Lisa, they didn't know each other very well. They met a few times, but they are soul sisters of mine. And they came kind of on each shoulder of me as I was dancing. And I was aware of them, and some grief came up that I hadn't really connected with before. And I was like, oh my gosh, I miss you so much. Like, I had such unique connections with each of them in my life. And I missed that a lot. I didn't know how much I missed that. And as I was dancing, Lisa and I took dancing lessons from third grade on. I mean, we've danced together our whole lives. And Robin, too, we met in high school. And We loved it. We loved the music. We loved to dance. And lately I've been thinking about me caring for my physical body, which I haven't done most of my life. I've been really good at taking care of everyone else. And I've been doing some healing lately, understanding that I didn't really feel safe to be in my body, like a lot of people don't, for various reasons. And I can get into that later as to my journey on that. But I'm learning how to just be present in my body, instead of numbing with various things. And so I'm dancing, feeling present in my body. And both of them said to me, they said, take care of your body. Like, you still have a physical body. We don't. And we're cool with that because it's really great where we are. But you still have this body. Like, dance, do it. Like, take care of it. Drink enough water. Do some strength training because I really want to dance. I'm a dancer. I'm claiming that. I've been a dancer my whole life. And so, what they allowed me to do as we were dancing together, the three of us, I was able to remember the joy I felt in a third grade, jazz dance class with Lisa. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I knew then that I wanted to wear stretchy clothes my whole life. If I could have worn leg warmers and tights and a leotard forever, I would. I kind of dress like that now, and I love it. And then Robin and I just shared so many great times with music, in high school in the mid 80s, and discussing philosophy and dancing. And so I just felt such the thread of great joy and dance, dancing with them on my shoulders. And it just reminded me to tap back into the dancer that has been with me. I am a dancer my whole life. And yeah, so they're just letting me know that it is okay to be exactly where I'm at. And that it's okay to be in my body exactly where I'm at. And it's worth taking care of it, however long my body may last. But, like, drink enough water, eat some fruit, things like that. So that was an amazing, amazing experience. Amazing experience to be able to dance with them and have them be there for me. Whew. And also reminding myself, the present moment is the only reality. It really is the only reality, right? And what I mean by that is that, right, the past is over. Even a second ago, right? The past keeps ending as I talk, the past, and the future hasn't happened yet. We're always stepping into a future that hasn't happened yet. So often we pull the past into the future and even like throw it then into the or we pull it into the present and sometimes fling it into the future, and then we have this whole crazy worry thing going on, in the quantum field, because that is what happens when we take a worry from the past and decide to really hold it in the present and not just let it be where it should be. Process it, let it go. We don't have to do that. We can know that the present moment is where we can choose what to feel, what to think, how to react, where to go, what to do. And the way that we can choose that is to find ourselves in the present moment. And the way we know that we're in the present moment is when we breathe in and we breathe out. That right there is the present moment. If you're not breathing as you're aware of what's happening, it's not the present moment. Your breath is in the present moment. So you stay with your breath. That keeps you with what is happening right now. And then you can close your eyes for a little bit and breathe. See what your body feels like. See if you have a knot in your throat, in your stomach. Are you hunching your shoulders? Is your face scrunched up? Then when you breathe out, you can relax. Take inventory of the present moment. Which direction do you want to go? What things do you want to let go of? Right? What inspiration do you want to grab onto? Then you're at your center in the present moment. Yeah, it's a great practice. There's a lot of things going on in the world. That's a massive, massive understatement. And I've been thinking for a while, trying to figure out, how I can add some ease and some calm in the world. Wondering, am I ready? Can I do that? Do I have the right to offer my peace to the world? Which, yes, I do, and I'm going to. And what my offer is, and I'll put a official offer on my Facebook page, but is this next week, and so it's actually Easter week. So for those of you who celebrate um, Easter, no, I guess this is Easter week. Sorry, I haven't celebrated Easter for a long time, so I've forgotten when it starts and finishes. But Monday, April 21st through Friday, April 25th, I'll be guiding a 15-minute meditation starting at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 a.m. Eastern. And if you can't make it, you can always watch the live video later. But the idea is, I just want to help to facilitate anyone who would like to, just coming into their body, coming into the present moment, practicing just breathing. And then when you're in this moment, you can choose how to start your day. You can choose who you want to engage with if you know what your day is going to, lead to. It's easy to rush around. It's easy to scroll. It's so easy to do that. Starting the day with a calm nervous system, knowing that you've already made some decisions about what direction you want to go, really helps a lot. It helps you know that you are in control of yourself. Even if the world around you is going bonkers, you can always come back to your breath. Always. So I would love to see you next Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will leave more information on my page. Thank you for watching this. I love you. I really do. Peace to you today. And just know that you really are exactly where you should be, because that's where you are. No shame, no guilt. It just simply is. And you get to choose where you want to go from here. So have a beautiful day. Peace.